Yes. Receiving mode. Recycling. Recyclables. This is ScrAp. ScrAp TV. Yeah, it came at you like that. It hit you like that a little bit. ScrAp TV. We made it. We made it. We made it. See another day. But each day can be better than the next. Just remember, don't throw it in the trash. If it's electronic, please hold on to it. Hold on to it, holler at me. I'll be on in 21 states. So yeah, it's deSz'e with ScrAp TV. We're talking about recycling recyclables. And today's episode, 5 o'clock somewhere, and we made 5 o'clock a reality right here on ScrAp TV. We're talking about the receiving mode. The receiving mode. Receiving. Are you receiving what you asked for? You asked for something in life and you didn't get it. You didn't get what you wanted. You kept asking, hey man, I'm trying to get somewhere with my thoughts. Because thoughts become things, right? That's what Earl Nightingale said. And a couple of other people. So hey, thoughts become things. How come those things then became from them thoughts? That means it's on you. You're not in the receiving mode. You have to be receiving. Remember that part in Howard Stern's Private Parts movie when he has a job at the radio station, and you know the radio station had TV and radio at that time. So they started from radio and just switched over when the TV came abroad. So yes, WNBC. Yeah, he had to tell Howard Stern, he said, no, you got to say it like this. WNBC. Not just WNBC. It was WNBC. You had to put that little lean into it. That verbal milk is what they call it on the group X-Clan. The X-Clan group from the 90s. They was nice. They was a nice sounding group. And the lyrics were on point. And he called it Brother, how you make them get down. Professor Opacia, I got pimp in my crown. And it was the way they was passing it back and forth on the microphone. And it just made you like, what is this? What kind of rap is this? Because two people are rapping at the same time and spitting it back in the same cadence, in a rhythm. And the magazine, it was a hip-hop magazine at that time. Might have been The Source, it might have been Rap Magazine, it could have been, it was like 5 or 6, probably 7 rap magazines when rap was just hitting the scene. In the 90s, when it was getting big, yeah, it was a couple. And this one magazine asked them, what is that? What is that y'all doing when y'all throwing it back to each other? Pedagogy, you know? He said it's called verbal milk. I remember when he said that. Verbal milk. It was pedagogy in a derivative term, or a symbolic term. It's the same term as they throwing it back to each other when they're rapping, and they're in harmony, and it just flows. So that's why I'm going with that. No, definitely what a great group X-Clan was. What a great group Tejas was, the group that I used to be with, the Tejas Tribe. A very dope group that had a couple of songs on 2 albums that did that just thing, where the one is answering the other one's questions or answering the other one's the call and response type rap. And it's just natural. You're like, wow, how are they doing that? I mean, it was better than DAW's Effects. I no disrespect. I love DAW's Effects. They did it in their way. Other people have done it in their way, even in rock music, in other forms of music, classical and all that. People who play together in jazz, and they throw it back to the other guy. And the other guy comes back with a funkier phrase, or just copies it, or does it in a simple form, or just does it the way he feels it. So what? Yeah, I like to do the blackface first. You can't cancel me for that. I'm black. So anyway, no, you can't cancel me for doing blackface. In 2000, what? In 3000, what? In 4000? Nah, there's no blackface. There's no blackface. The only blackface is you acting like it was something else. Nah, I don't get a strike for that. I don't get canceled for saying when I say I done went through some stuff and it was because I was the brother didn't get in too many doors. He got into a lot of doors just because he was light-skinned. Let me tell you like that. He was light-skinned. He was a very light-skinned guy. Light-skinned. And I was the brightest of my generation. My generation of my family, of everybody that came out. I was probably the brightest kid of the whole family. And now, I'm red, but because I tanned and stuff over the years, over the latter years. I used to be very high yellow. And that was recyclable because I still got pictures of those days. And, but what I'm saying is, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for staying in the background. Thanks for the likes. This is deSz'e with ScrAp TV. We're talking recycling, recyclables. And sometimes it ain't about this recycling. This is stuff that can matter in your life. Even if you ain't going through it, you might have gone through it before. Or you might have even thought about it in that direction. That's what I'm here for. That's my special talent. That's my special talent, y'all. Don't be mad at me, because I'm doing it with the black face on the screen. And I'm going to turn it on the lights in just a minute. Don't run when I turn on the lights. Appreciate y'all. See the chat. See, I can look at the chat without squinting all in the screen. You're like, this dude is interrupting my view of what's going on. It's deSz'e D in the house. Hey, Tracy Local Learners. Hey, that is Tina Gunn. And we're going Pan X. Oh, I like that. I was talking about DAW's Effects a while ago. And we're talking about Melmanic Goat. Okay, that's a nice name. But yeah, what am I doing? I'm doing a podcast. I'm doing the show. I'm doing the diss track. I'm doing a movie. It's called deSz'e Against Everybody, and it helps everybody in the same sentence. I'm a juxtaposition in myself. I'm trying to create the world while not destroying the world. So please understand, I'm not trying to do anything different than anybody else. I'm trying to do it differently. That's why my name is what it is. It's deSz'e. You can call me Dez. You can call me Destination. You can call me Desiree. You can call me Desiree B. That's what they call me on Ustream. Then you can call me Desire. They call me that on Ustream. On Twitter. You can call me Desmond. That was the only thing you could really rhyme it to and say Desmond Tutu, right? That's the only Dez anybody knew in the 80s. I want to see what a deSz'e look like. Damn, what a deSz'e look like. They wanted to see that. They wanted to see that, and they paid for it. I wore the jacket. Michael Jackson impressions, and with the jacket on, or without the jacket. And I don't know whether, man, I used to kick those lyrics in the butt. And now my vocals can't do the same things I was used to do. And so I'm trying to get my voice back. I apologize. I abused my voice in the earlier days. But this is Recycle TV, and hey, ScrAp TV, this is what I'm doing. I'm getting it back. I'm sounding better than I did a couple months ago, a couple weeks ago. So I appreciate y'all coming through. This is deSz'e, man. Thanks for the like. Thanks for the comments. And thanks for coming to Tracy Local Learning. Because, you know, I'm going to lurk for a minute. I got at least an hour to put in. This is my time. And, yeah, like I come in probably 10 minutes late. That means I'll be on till 6:10. And I'll end the thing and give you a bonus. If I don't feel like a bonus, I won't do a bonus. I might give you one to grow on. But I love this black screen thing. Working or the other. I want to learn how to do the other one. I did it one day. But I want to do the other one where you got the whatever background picture you want. And you can come out the picture and what you say? Props to Shangy Girl. Props to Self-Made Hustle TV. Props to, I think it's 2 other people that use that function. And it'd be a picture, a still picture on the screen. And you would think that was them live. But when you say something crazy, they'll come to the screen, or they got to make a point. They'll come to the screen, and the screen is the background. And it's like their background paper. It's a wallpaper. So, yeah, I talk some tech, because that's where I come from, is technology. Technology went too fast for me in these last 20 years. I lost some years, and due to pomp and circumstance, it was just not right. Yeah, I had to learn a whole lot of stuff in the last 10 years. And definitely being alone is where I had to learn how to be alone in the recycling world. Because I could have anything I wanted, making money, doing recycling. Anything I wanted, making doctor figures, having a good time, tax-free money, picking up the environment, cleaning up the environment, making the environment look better. Where the police, the firemen, and the mayor, and the code inspector, and the secretary at the municipal court, at a couple of municipal courts, the Chamber of Commerce, in 2-3 different districts. I said, man, you did a real good job. Thanks for cleaning up our city. Nobody would have cleaned our city up like you did. They be giving me tips and everything, cash tips, or props to the restaurants, or, you know, the building manager of a city, of any little small city in the United States. In those kind of situations, the city manager, the building manager, the guy who's over overstudy of overseeing all the businesses that have businesses in your city, that guy. Yeah. That guy is cool. You need to get to know him. He can tell you where any vacancy is in any city, in the city that he rules and resides over. He can tell you where any vacancy in that city is and help you out, make you save some money, and make you get to where you need. Or you can just try it out and not be shamed. And he has another place. Try it over there. And at least not commit to one place that you think is the best place, and nobody comes to your lemonade stand. Nobody comes. Nobody comes to your website. So I had to put it that way, man. So yeah, this I make it for the future. This is it. We're not time dating anything. This is real time, the future talk. DeSz'e with his future walk. Thank you for coming through. This is ScrAp TV. I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for him. I'm doing it for her. I'm doing it for them. People over there. People in the back. I'm doing it for the people on the side. I'm looking at the people at the other store. People in the next building. People in the field. Children of the corn. I'm doing it for all of y'all. Children that ain't even born. I'm doing it for all of y'all, man. Appreciate y'all coming through, spending a second with me. Thank you. Thank you very kindly. The party is on. We'll turn the lights on in just a minute. But that kind of gives me a chance to get that radio off my chest, because that's that radio in me. I'll be like, yeah, I feel alive, and I ain't got to worry about a camera rolling, even though I got cameras rolling, and facial expressions and all, you just can't see it. Or somebody sees it and you don't even know it. Party is live. Hold on one moment. Party is live. Yeah. So I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Thanks. We done had like 20-something people in here. We done had like 30 people the other day. 50 people the other day. We had like 70 people the other day. I'm like, what is going on? But I just kept going. I didn't look at the numbers. Because a lot of people say, well, he ain't doing nothing. He ain't talking about nothing. He ain't about nothing. What is he about? Oh, he looks interesting. What is he doing? Oh, recycling? What the heck? Boop, shut your mouth. We're not talking about no cuss words. We're trying to keep you from the negative context of the word. Okay? Because you can make picking up cherries sound nasty than what you wanted to. I'm going to pick up them cherries. Piss you off. You be like, hey man, why you say it like that? I ain't with that, dog. The party is live. There it is. Who? There it is. Yeah, there it is, man. ScrAp TV is live. I want to have the background right. I wanted to have the background right, but the background just wasn't available. It'll be available tomorrow. The background is gonna be off the chain. You're gonna be like, man, that boy's background is dope. So yeah, but we're drinking. I'm at the end of my thing. I have to crash my 2-a-days, carbonated drinks, no carbonated drinks, no Tracy local language. I love those emojis. That's my girl. I love her, man. I love her, man. I like that gal. I'm making timestamps. I'm making drops for channels now. Creating change. I remember when Guy Bandy said that. I love those emojis, Tracy. That's where I got it from. Guy Bandy said that first. I had to give a quote. I had to get a quote, the proper respect. If they're gonna get a royalty for that, Guy Bandy said it first. I'm creating change. Tracy's local learnings. I love those emojis. Wow, that is just it's phenomenal. It's beautiful. It makes the page look so good. I remember that day. I think I recorded that day too. See, I used to record the show, so I know everything that happened on the Guy and Shine show and Creating Change at that time. The new Creating Change, I don't know what the schedule is, but props to Guy Bandy. Props to Gen X Effect. Props to Tommy Kenyon. Props to Surviving Together Mock. Props to Chris the Flash. Anybody that was on that show, Gaston's guitar covers. Anybody was on that show, and anybody that was in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Real odds and evens. Howdy, Rowdy, Tracy Local Learners, deSz'e, the brother deSz'e, William was on the show. Man, there was so many people on Creating Change's channel, and it was this Big Jack story time. It was his son's group. I'm a little drunk right now, but you would never know it. Bah, bah, bah. You're like, what? Whoa! Ain't nobody playing no music like that. That was dope, man. And Shine Dig. Everybody up from the front to the back. Front to the back. Whoa! Silly girl, that man working, you hear that? It's like the world should have just turned and looked at the guy in the shine and the halo was behind these guys' head. It was supposed to be like the whole world just opened up to a grassroots type of meeting. It was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful sign. So I had to give them their props. Thanks, Tracy, you hanging with me. And you know, other people don't understand it, and maybe they'll get it later. Maybe it'll never be heard. Maybe it'll be an urban legend. But I'm telling you, them first 30 days of them coming on twice and sometimes 4 times a day. 4 times a day for 30 days. Every day, even Saturday and Sunday. I remember a guy just turning on the lights, click, click, and people would be there. People needed something new. Somebody needed something to hear, something new to hear, and something new to think about, and new to feel good. Period. There was no drama on this channel. It was everybody was a mod. Nobody came in with no negative. It was all about good vibes. And I love him, man, for that one song that he did with the machine. And feeling good, only good vibes. That is a commercialistic type thing. I love every song that he's written. And I can sing those too in a drop of a dime. I love that channel, man. Thanks, man. If y'all get a chance, go to Guy and Shine. They got a new thing too. You can get it on their channels and on Guy and Shine. Look that up, man. You're gonna love it. It's a different type of thing. And then Creating Change is, you know, more so the originator. Shine Dig's got his own thing as well. Gen X has got his own. The Gen X Effect, it's got his own thing. Big Jack Storytime, it's got his own. All these other people that was on there had their own things. It was so many people who came through there. People I didn't even name, people that might have gone on to the other side of the life. And man, what a deck, what the quack, and all these, man, there was so many people on there. Destined to Recover, Dapper PH. Yeah, I can name them all, man. I can name them all if I wanted to. Shaggy Girl was on there. Rising Phoenix was on there. Kids from Jay was on there. There was a lot of people on that channel. Boogie Time was on there. LaShawn Success was on there. A lot of people came to that channel. And I got to give props, you know. Gotta give props to what I witnessed. I was like, they should be demonetized from at least after the first week, because their numbers were phenomenal. The second week, their numbers went through the roof. You know, like 60, 75 people in the chat that don't even, there was no, the only advertisement was them saying, hey, it's on every day at such and such time, such and such time. And man, so many people came through there. So many people came through there and might not have liked it. It never came back. But they made the watch times go up. It was crazy, man. There was so many people, and it was always positivity. Wasn't nobody fighting, wasn't no trolls in there. saying, hey, I don't like this music or nothing like that. It was nothing like that. It was all positive, man. I've never seen that like it. I've never seen anything like it. I've been to a lot of chats, and I've never seen anything like Creating Changes chats, Sign Dig and Tommy Kenyon. All their, and Gen X Pay, all their, there were no hecklers at all. You might get hecklers now, but you don't have no hecklers from back then. For almost 6 months, 8 months, no hecklers at all, because everybody felt the vibe. Everybody was like, man, this feels good. These guys sound good. Anything they played was good. I wanted to get on there. They invited me. I wanted to get on there, and I couldn't because I was going through so many changes. I was overweight. I was I was working. I was doing so many things that changed in my life. And I'm trying to get out of this situation and get back into this situation, help this situation, and grow this situation that was new. It was so many things going on in my life. I'm like, I can't do it right now. Plus, I needed to change my material for music. I had to recycle it. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes, I see Tracy. Yeah, and I also on Spotify now. See, I want to say that with a clear mind and a clear mouth where you don't see anything crazy. They're on Spotify now, and hey, that's cool. I don't even know what Spotify is, but I think I went on Spotify one time when it first came out, and that had to be a long time ago because we was just kind of new to the internet, kind of like that time. It was only like email, and there were chat rooms, but it wasn't nothing like it is now. With Spotify, and I know I pulled up a Prince song, and the whole album came on, and I played the whole album. And one of my favorite albums from Prince was, I think Around the World in a Day, or Under the Cherry Moon soundtrack. That particular album, and the Batman album. It was one of those three. The Batman soundtrack. It's one of those three. The arms of Orion are strong enough, hold us both together. Man, what a classic record, that Batman soundtrack. Prince doing the Batman soundtrack. That was incredible. So something different. But I played that on Spotify and I didn't have to pay for it. I'm wondering, how are they getting paid for that? Those were the early days, the first days of Spotify. I never went back after that. I was like, I already bought the album, right? I just want to hear it right there. I was wanting to hear what the quality was. I'm like, I got the album, The album's better than any digital copy you could ever have. The album's gonna play differently sometimes, but it's gonna have a deeper groove and a better frequency, a better enrichment in the sound coming out the speaker. That's just what vinyl is. Vinyl does that. It's warm. It's not rigid like digital. Digital mimics it, but it does not do the same as a vinyl record. I'm recycling in your mind right now. So yeah, I'm telling you. But Spotify turned me off back then. So did Napster. So did whatever that other thing was. There were so many other little programs that came out, and they had free music, but it didn't sound like what you heard when those records came out. It didn't even sound like the tape. It was earlier version of MP3. It was cheap. You didn't know to put it on 196 kilohertz. You had it on 128 or lower, and it was worse. It was terrible. Terrible audio. And then, yes. Oh, Okay, Tracy. I feel you, Yeah, those old MP3s and Napster, yeah, then the record company was mad. They should have just kept going. kept the record stores going. They owed those record stores to stay open. They owed those record stores all those years of ripping off the whole industry. And only the owners of the record companies are making most of the money. The artists are broke. And they done fronted the people the money up front, and then they're in debt for the rest of their lives. So the record companies owed the record stores something because they lost their jobs too. After the whole record industry went closed in 2000 and whatever, everybody's buying online. Some people are buying online. Some people are still buying at the stores, especially in the old country cities. Midland, Texas, Lawton, Oklahoma. Is Bentonville? Well, Bentonville, they had some technology there in an old country town. And they had some Waco, Texas. They had some technology in their old country town. But you still went to the store to buy those records, and you got the best sound off those CDs and records and tapes than you got on the internet at that time. That's what made the difference. People were scared to do the internet thing. And for a minute, that cost record sales a whole grip of money. And all the artists, grips of money. Only people who was making money was the guys on tour, performing in clubs, selling their own CDs. And then that technology got so good that anybody could burn a CD. Anybody could burn a CD now. And anybody could put that in the store, and that's what happened to the record store. The record stores got flooded out by so much product that nobody wanted. Everybody been making a CD. And they didn't know what they was doing, but they put a CD out, and it was in the stores. Had no promotion. And it sat there like doo-doo on the street. That's from the movie Fear of a Black Heart. That little phrase I just said, I sat there like doo-doo on the street. Nobody touched it. Nobody went and bought that album. Nobody bought that single. Nobody bought anything from them. Nobody knew it. And if you knew them, you felt kind of ashamed to even buy the CD or the tape. And then they had bootlegs back then. You would buy the bootleg before you buy the original CD from the artist that's a friend of yours, friend of your band, or even the band you're in. You'd rather buy the bootleg version where the cover is faded. So anyway, I appreciate y'all. Tracy's, if you're still here, anybody in the chat, man, please let me know how you like my thumbnail. That's me doing all those thumbnails. I'm learning. I'm like, I used to just do the picture. Now I'm doing the words with the picture. And I'm trying to do some funky stuff with an old program. This is old school, circa 1997, 98, and maybe 2002. That's the software I use to do my graphics. Let me know how y'all feel. I just need a little feedback. There's a break in the program that's not written down on these pads and papers. I'm kind of going off from what I had written down. And my pad is in the other room. I'm like, wow, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're going off the same points though. So here we are, face to face. Couple of silver spoons. Let me know how my graphics look. If you like them, is it too much? Is it that dun 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 DeSz'e dun dun duns George Lucas? Am I trying to do too much? George Lopez. Am I George Lucas or George Lopez? Either or would be great. Yeah, meet the family, baby. Meet the family, man. Peace to Jimmy Kimmel. Wow. The boy pushed the edge so long on TV. I have to put that in there. Another icon is gone off the TV waves. So many people that went left on television. said too much or spoke their mind, period, and they're gone. And then they come on this platform, and it's a different thing. It's a different type of vehicle. Some of them crash, some of them live, some of them make it by having their own entity outside of any of this social media stuff. So good for them, recycling vocal artists who are on TV shows and radio shows, and cable shows, and satellite. Boy, the people that had to merge from the one satellite station to Sirius satellite. That was interesting, and it still worked, and they still had a lot of subscribers. They had subscribers. It was a subscriber-based programming, and it's just like this is. It was subscriber-based, but you paid for that subscription. You had to pay for the equipment, and you had to pay for the subscription. Kind of like cable TV, and that's, hey, first of its kind, and it lasted a good time. Still, in almost every lease car that you rent, they got Sirius satellite in that car. That is a plus for renting cars, because you're right there on Shade 45, baby. You're right there on Hip Hop Nation and all these other channels, Howard Stern 100 and Howard 101 and Howard 102 and all these different things, XM and XM Playboy, XM, what was that one channel? It wasn't even X-rated. It was Maxim. Maxim, the magazine Maxim had a channel on a satellite. Those were days, man. Those are days, are still days. Yeah, even this platform is so, it's censored, yeah. And even this uncensored, a lot of people abandoned Sirius satellite and XM radio. A lot of people, and the other one, it was another one. It was like 2 or 3 other ones. And people just wouldn't keep up their subscriptions, keep up their payments, and made those companies go bankrupt and have to join other companies. And it's a weird government pull their funding. That's a big one. Even though they still sustain because they got so many stakes and subscribers paying for public radio. So they're going to be okay. They already got that. And you got government assistance. Yeah, they're still going to make it. They're going to make it. But you have to pay attention to your subscribers. If you don't pay attention to your subscribers, how will you keep making anything work? If y'all say, DeSz'e, don't wear that blue and white shirt. DeSz'e, stop that. Stop. The blue and white shirt with the red pants. You look like Christmas. No, don't do that in September. Do that at the end, the last day of November, okay? You're out of season. You're out of season with that one, DeSz'e. Yeah, okay, cool, Tracy. Thanks, but you heard me. You know what I was talking about. At least I got one person in the house. Somebody say amen. Amen. You know what I'm saying? Let the church say amen. Amen. Let the saints say amen. Amen. Let the sinners say amen. Amen. Let the passerbys say amen. Amen. Let the thinker-bys say amen. They wanted to do it, but they just had it in their mind. They never put it to fruition. They never planted those seeds. Thanks, Tracy. I'm going to be looking at your video again on the planting seeds. I ain't never had the glasses to look at the things. And it's a hydroponic set. It had so many other seeds. It like came with the set and they weren't planted. So yeah, I'm interested in this. And some other kind of seeds that came from some other place. It wasn't the kind that come from, Dollar Tree or Wally World. It wasn't those kind. So I want to see what these seeds are, man. Boy, what a find at that particular refurbished house. Man, we talking about good things. Good things come to life. I got some plant lights. They're LED plant lights, but they look like regular bulbs, and they're very bright like the sun. And they had a whole setup where they was growing their own stuff inside of the garage, I guess. The garage turned into a room, and they had everything set up. I kind of felt sorry for taking it. But I felt apologetic for taking it. I'm like, wow, they left this nice hydroponic set. I'm like, whoa, I need to plant this. And I need to watch Tracy Local Learnings. Her channel is awesome. It's symbiotic with some of the things that I'm trying to do on mine. What we're trying to teach you is something a little different, with something you might not have access to, or might have wanted to do and didn't know how to do it. That's what we do. And I love her channel. I love a lot of other people's channels that just are doing it from their perspective. And it's things that you would like, wow, I never would have thought of that. It's so creative, it's so unique, it's so original, it's so heartfelt, it's so different, it's so artistic, it's so magnifique. And then we can talk about grande, magnifico. It's everything, because coming with it with some ground levels. And I've heard other people say that, hey, this new wave of YouTubers, or new wave of podcasters, or new wave of content makers, some of them shouldn't even be on here. They ain't professional. But it's a whole nother vibe, man. It's a whole nother sect. We watch y'all do y'all's thing. We watched y'all. Some of y'all have reached the arm out to help, the younger ones. Some of y'all didn't reach out to help nobody. Didn't give nobody no information on how to do this thing. This is a whole nother generation of creators. And, man, and we've had some dynamic people at the top. And I hope they stay there. I hope they can maintain. When you get those big bucks, you got to keep rolling big bucks. That's what they expect you to do. They didn't give us this platform to just do mediocre work. You got to do good work on this. You got to relate to people. So thanks for the likes, people. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for this opportunity. It's like second summer right now. Summer came back. It was fall just a week ago. It was a chill of an early fall. I'll reach for my undershirt or a jacket. It got so cold. Had to turn the fans off. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's too cold. It's like 60 something, 63 or something. I'm like, what is this? It was like, yeah, it was Nippy Jones. Yeah, what's up, her? Appreciate y'all for coming through. This is station identification. This is ScrAp TV. I am deSz'e, and I do this at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the evenings. Central Standard Time. We did it the right way that time. Yeah, I got this one. We're talking about recyclables. I talk about some cooking. You'll see me cooking something in an unorthodox way. I do have a food prep license. I'm going for a food manager's license next, so I can open up my own restaurant or do my own thing on a food truck if I wanted to, or serve food at a state fair, because I've done it before. Okay, I'm just that good with it. Thank goodness and God and graciousness, the universe and all, for allowing me to get some skills on cooking. And that is Shangy Girl. That's my girl right there. I like that girl right there. I just need to know what time she comes on. She doesn't have a schedule. How do you see somebody's schedule on here? Like if I want to see Tracy Local Learnings, Ellen Smile, or Crystal Flash, or even creating change. If I want to see what the schedule is every week, I think some people used to do that on the post. I'm going live, so I'm going to do one for myself. Because people don't know. People don't care. But yeah, I want to see Shane, girl. Yeah, I want to see her, and my name is, what's my name? I like her too. Yeah, I like her too. Her and her friends, I like her. Idiom. This is beautiful, man. Pedagogy going on. Beautiful communication. Yeah, thank you for your time. Thanks for the information. Thanks for cooking tips. I'm watching Shane Girl cook something. I even watched Tracy Local Earnings cook something with the ground beef and I think it was pasta sauce too. Yeah, you replace that. You extract the other red and you put a good red into it, or good greens into anything that you're cooking. Yes, it makes it better. It makes it better, and you saute it or put seasoning salt on it, seasoning period on it. Mushrooms, celery. I'm telling you, the best pieces, and it matters what kind of mushrooms you use. Them white mushrooms are nice, but them portobellos are something else. The shiitake is a whole nother, takes you on another ride. We were talking about mushrooms, right? Like I ever took mushrooms. No, I never did the mushrooms. So I admit to that. No, I'm not on that tip, and nor do I condone that. But I do like portobellos and baby bella mushrooms. I like white mushrooms too. And I do like cooking with them. I love them. It just makes another texture. And if you're going vegan or vegetarian, or thinking about going vegetarian, or not eating so many meats, just regulate yourself. If you're eating a lot of red meat, cut back and just maintain the rock. Don't stop the rock. Definitely just mediate yourself and manage yourself and balance. Eat it sometimes. I know red meat is good. It's good. It's the fresher, the better. And then the more enrichment, the more enzymes and all those good antibiotics and all that is in there. Even fats. Certain fats you need to fight off, help your white blood vessels, white blood cells will help fight off other things that come to the human body just by eating that. So there is a benefit to be a carnivore, but you gotta be that. You gotta be that in moderation. I'm gonna come back hard on y'all, man. I'm gonna come back hard. Let me get the little controls that y'all got. The YouTubers, the third generation YouTubers, they was buying effects that they could be on space and stuff. They was doing so much stuff, and I liked it. I loved all that. Liked it. So yeah, man, we're talking ScrAp TV, station identification. This is deSz'e, letting you know, hey, recycling recyclables. Today, I made it. I made it to the spot. Today, I made it here. And I did my due diligence. I haven't gone back to the store to ask them about the feedback of my performance. I hope they're not any ravaged or mad. I do need to go back there, but I did not have energy because I went back to the house to get even more stuff. And the more stuff I got, the more stuff it blew my mind, because there was a lot of crochet and yarn and stuff. Visual aid, buddy. I'm the king of visual aid. That's what I'm gonna be on this. You can present a digital image, but I got the real thing, B. I always got something different around me. So your boy will be knitting and crocheting. Crocheting, man. See, I not only come with props, I come in peace. Look at that. That's how you do it, and you loop it and come back with it and all that. Yeah. Yeah. deSz'e crochet. deSz'e. Shout out to the source. The source, at the source. That's my dude. I like that cat, man. Yeah, I'm getting closer. And look at this stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Knitting. Yarn. Yeah, I'm finna start doing this stuff too. I'm in my older set now, so hey, man, cool. Got different colors, different patterns. You know, I want to go back and get some more patterns. They got different types of yarn. I remember going to Hancock Fabrics and Sanger or some other fabric place with my grandmother and my auntie and my mother to pick up yarn and thread and stuff at those craft places. I remember this. So yeah, deSz'e to crochet. I'm blessed. Shout out to Marriott, blessed to crochet. Wow, man. And she doesn't teach you how to do it. You already got to know how to do it to hang with her. She don't have obligations to teach you how to crochet, how to knit, and how to do the yarn. I got the visual aid today. Ain't that crazy? I've already put some of it up, but that's the last one. That's the last one. So, hey, man, I appreciate y'all coming through. This is what I do. I come with the visual aid. Visual aids. So, yeah, I got to learn how to weave, and I got to learn how to do all that. Am I supposed to wear a mask or gloves? I don't know. But I probably will if I'm messing with a needle. I get no paper cuts or stick myself. So anyway, we appreciate y'all coming through. Shaggy Girl, Trace the Local Learning. Who else was there? Halleck Golf was there. Yeah, Halleck Golf came through. I appreciate you, bud. I've seen you before. I just didn't see the chat going down. Hi, mate, from London. London Bridges. My mate from Bridges. From the Bridges of London. Downton Abbey. That was wild. Yeah, we did that. We made it. So yeah, we counted down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's the end of this one. We love y'all, man. We'll come back right back with the bonus.